Okay, we are on. Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Good evening to those who will be watching this in the evening. Good afternoon to those who will be watching this in the afternoon. Let me adjust my video here. So, guys, today I just want to share the top five lessons I learned in my career so far. Okay, so guys, let's get to it without wasting time. But before I start, I just want to say you are special. Okay, you there watching this, you're special with whatever that you want to tell, with whatever story that you have for us, right, in this world. Please tell it. Please do whatever that you can to start your project, to do whatever that you want to do, that you want to share with the masses. Understand? Right? Each and every single idea, each and every single um, anything that is theory based, technical based, it can be anything. Understand that you want to share with the people. Understand? Work on it on a daily basis and immerse yourself on it and just enjoy it. Understand? Right? Okay, all right, so let's get into it, to it. Okay, so the top five, right, lessons that I learned so far in my career. Okay, so I wrote them down, guys. Okay, so the first one is that time time is the currency, not money. I know you're probably looking at me now and like, come on now, dog. What are you saying? What do you mean? I mean, the same money that you're saying that is not the currency is the same money that we want so that we can take care of our families, right? Make our life better. So what are you saying that time is the currency and not money? So um, on our top 10, the first one that I've learned, not top 10, top 5. So top 5 lessons I've learned, okay? Right? That have to do with what you call value, of which I've been teaching this for months now. Understand? Yeah, probably this is my last video based on value. Then I'm gonna go to system. Okay, so top 5 what I learned in my career based on what I call value. Okay, so um, the first one is the one that I've just told you. Time is the currency, not money. I'm so sorry to disappoint you, but our number one is that time is the currency and money is not the currency. I like to make use of currency because that's what we hold as valuable in this world. Understand? When you talk about the dollar, when you talk about the rand, when you talk about the pound, when you talk about the pula, understand? Like we like, oh, okay, that currency is much bigger than this one. Understand? So um, most of my example, I'll use currency the most, okay? So that I can um, resemble to you that this thing is worth valuable. Understand? Like it has that thing. Understand? So time is the currency and money is not the currency. The reason why I'm saying that is because, right, as you grow older, understand, right, as I've immersed myself in this world, right, and I've used my time in different kind of projects that I've been into, understand, of which I don't want to lie, I've acquired some different kind of skills of which right now I'm actually using those skills, understand, right? In my daily life, I'm using those skills, understand? I do not regret that. But then it taught me that time is very important, understand, right? So you should, in any dealing that you're actually doing, you should make sure that you determine your remuneration, understand, based on the time that you've spent. Understand? So you must have a way to determine the value of time, understand, of your time. Understand? Let's say, for example, for 1 hour, understand, you be like, okay, you know what? For 1 hour of my time, I cost 500. Understand? For 1 hour of my time, I cost one point something. Understand? Or maybe 10,000, depending, understand, on the type of experience that you have. Understand? So this is how time is valuable. Understand? Right? I didn't understand it when I was still young. Understand? When someone said, you know, like, you're wasting my time. Understand? Time is money, right? That's what they used to say. Time is money. Understand? So this is the reason why I'm saying that time is the currency. Money is not the currency. So it goes back there. Understand? So make sure that whatever that you do in whatever project that you're in, understand, consider your time. Understand? Because it is valuable. Understand? Right? We have a limited amount of time in this world. So whatever you do with that time, you need to make up for it. Understand? It needs you that time, right? Whatever you do within that time, it needs to buy you something. It needs to buy you time so that you can be with your family, time to be with your friends, time to be with whoever. Understand? That means a lot to you. Understand? What we're here for, obviously, is love. Understand? So you must have the time. You must buy yourself time to be with those who you love. Understand? So time is very, very important. And some of us miss the time because we are busy building ourselves, or maybe busy with the things that we are ambitious on. Understand? That we want to accomplish in life. Understand? Right? And we waste the time by devaluing ourselves. Understand? With whatever that we are doing. So time is very important. So this is the first lesson that I learned in my career so far. Time is equal to currency. Money is not equal to currency, even though money is important, right? That's why we say time is money. But time is more important than money. Okay, we move on. The second one that I learned in my career, understand? I talk a lot, guys, I know, okay? But then, you know, I need to explain myself and make sure that I understand what I'm sharing with you guys. Understand? And make sure that you understand what I'm sharing with you guys. Right? So the second one is that the knowledge that you get should be accompanied by what we call exposure. Yep. Like, it should go in this order. Understand? It should go in this order. That knowledge, you should start with knowledge. And after knowledge, you should expose yourself. Exposure. And after exposure, you should make sure that you acquire skills by being practical. And after skills, you will get experience. So when I learned this, right, I was like, when I was applying for my first job, I was like, come on, like, I just came out of varsity and you're asking me for a 4-year experience. And when I learned about this, I was like, wait a minute. So you're telling me that with the knowledge that I've gotten at varsity, I should had gotten the exposure, gotten the experience, and gotten the skills and jumped to what we call experience. That's what you tell me. That is what we are actually feeding the young people these days. Understand? That they should have this 4-year experience. Understand? For a job that is entry level. Do you know how many years it takes to build an experience? Guys, I'm in the world of work right now, right? And I can tell you, it doesn't take 1 week to build an experience. It doesn't take 2 months to build an experience. Understand? It takes way more than that. Understand? It takes probably 6 months to build an experience. Understand? Right? It takes probably 1 year, 2 years to build an experience. Understand? I'm still learning myself. Right? So this is the crazy part, that when we apply for this job, they're asking for, I don't know, 3-year experience, 4-year experience. Then you're like, what's going on, right? So the first thing that you have to do is to build the knowledge, of which that's the knowledge that we build at school. Understand, the theory that they gave us. Understand, it depends what qualification that you're doing, right? So you build the knowledge. After building the knowledge, you build the exposure, right? Okay, I'll explain exposure on my next line, understand, on my next lesson that I learned, understand. Then after exposure, you build the skills, right? You become technical, you become practical, you just immerse yourself in the job, understand? And then over time, you're gonna build the experience. Okay, so the third one, of which goes in hand with this one, is that okay, technical is greater than theory. Okay, so technical is greater than theory. Why am I saying that? Why am I saying that technical is greater than theory? It's because most of our qualifications, either at college, university, or maybe SKL at primary school or high school, is that we were fed a lot of theory. Understand? Right? I have nothing against that. Nothing against that. Understand? But then I want us to change our thinking a little bit, understand? So that we can make sure that we build these skills as fast as we can, because hey, the world of work doesn't play, man. Understand? It depends which company you're at, but at my company, at least they're lenient to me, understand? They're building me over time, understand? But then, man, like other companies, they don't play, right? They need experience right away. Understand? They don't care if you came out of university, they just need experience right away. Understand? So the nice part here is that, why am I saying that technical is greater than theory, is that you should make sure that you have 70% technical and 30% theory. Understand? Each and every single day, understand? Immerse yourself like this, understand? Right? In each and every single thing that you want to learn, understand? Make sure that you read 30% and acquire that knowledge, and make sure that you apply 70% of the time, understand? Because that is what will build what we call your skill, understand? This guy here, if you right here on your theory, you do 70% of theory and 30% of practical, man, you're fucking yourself in the foot, understand? You are literally fucking yourself in the flipping foot, understand? Right? You're shooting yourself in the foot, understand? So you should change this and focus on this, understand? Especially when you come from what you call university, and you've acquired a lot of theory on that specific field that you studied, right? So it's very important for you to make sure that you do 70% of technical, understand? Be practical, understand? Don't be stuck in theory, understand? Because now you will know what they are talking about, especially the system, understand, that you are implementing, understand, or maybe that you are a consultant in. You will know it, right? 70% of the time you know it, like you know everything there. But then will you be able to implement, deploy, and do each and every single thing within that system? Solve the technical queries within that system? No. Understand? Okay, you will know it, but will you technically be practical in solving that? No. So this is very important, that you should actually immerse yourself in a technical practicality of the job. Understand? So that you can build what we call the skill. And then over time, you'll build the experience. Okay. So next one, number 4, is that, let me see. So is that, okay, yeah, 1% rule. Okay. I will end with the present network one. Okay, so 1% rule. Okay. So the thing that is happening is that, before I started this corporate space, is that, I used to think about something, right? And I used to just immerse myself on it, right? and want to finish it right away. Understand? And that didn't work out actually. That didn't work out because it bent me. Understand? But then when I joined the corporate space, especially in the first few days, I wanted to complete the task that I was given at hand within that day. But then my manager was like, hey, you can do it tomorrow. It's okay. And I was like, really? Like, yeah, you can do it tomorrow. It's okay. Right? So I was like, wow, okay. And then he mentioned the 1% rule. Understand? It was like 1% today, 2% tomorrow. Then you build up. Understand? As long you meet the deadline. So I was like, okay, 1% rule. I do 1% each and every single day. But then I should make sure that I keep in mind the deadline. I was like, you see this? It will work for me not only here in this corporate space, but in my individual, or maybe the projects that I will start in future. Understand? Because I will implement this 1% rule, to make sure that the people that I work with, understand, I don't bend them out. Understand? We work on something that we like, we implement the 1% rule, and making sure that we have deadlines in place. Okay, so the last one, of which I like, is that your present network is equal to your future capital. Okay, I know a lot of us knew this, but then, I'm telling you now, man, it's time to take serious note of this. It's very important. Yeah, it's very important. Yeah, it's very important. The reason why I'm saying this, right, is because like I'm still building my network, right? Is because the same person that I met and treated good in high school helped me in acquiring some of the things that benefited me even today at university. Hear me out. The same person that I treated good and I helped at high school, we met at university, and she helped me with something that benefited me even today. So this is why it's very important that your present network is your future capital. Understand? Your present network is your future capital. Understand? So whoever you meet, understand, make sure that you treat them good. Understand? Make sure if they're asking you something, explain like you explaining, I don't know, to your boss, to your management. Understand? Right? And then make sure that you keep in contact with them. Understand? In whatever way. Even if you're liking in their status, you're congratulating them, you're saying happy birthday, but do that. Because you don't know, that person can be a future president or whatsoever. Understand? Right? So make sure that you treat each and every single one fairly. Right? So that's how you build your network over time. Understand? You won't know what you will want from that person. That person can be whatsoever, minister or whatsoever. Understand? Or maybe you work at a certain company, maybe Google or something. Understand? So it's very important, understand, to pay attention of your present network, understand, and actually build it over time, understand, because it will make sure that it builds your capital resources, understand, right? For me, it was something small that actually impacted that, but then it brought a huge difference, right? So guys, those are my top 5 lessons that I learned in my career so far. Right? So if this resonates with you, man, stick with it. Okay? Stick with it and go with it, understand, and learn it, understand, and make sure that you build on this, right? To become this person that you want to become. Man, from me, catch me on my next video. Right? Cheers, man. Sharp, sharp. Cheers, brother.